you can hold on to low ground for long enough that you straight up win, but it's going to be critical that they use the Dark Veil to block off lines of sight from other teams like Ascend and XSET, because otherwise it is just going to be third party on fourth party on DREAMFIRE ultimately not being able to find a win.
G7 Scout in the hands of Postkill, but only 30 bullets in it, so he's going to have to make every single one count. But you can see XSET taking to the sky, but with the Dojo on high ground, they're able to take down 2 members and knock his last alive. But unfortunately, that was their only option to play for some more eliminations with these 4 squads at each other's throats. L-Star in hands of Timmy now. They're going to start putting some pressure as DREAMFIRE cleans up the rest of XSET.
And great Dark Veil to make it happen. Unfortunately, they expose themselves to fire from the high ground. Pipe takes to the skies, and they're trying to push up to the Dojo and have no way to do it. Fortunately for DREAMFIRE, the Dojo have multiple avenues that they need to cover, blocking out XSET as well. They've got so little high ground left, and actually, Ascend have the chance to pick up a win here. The other 2 squads, DREAMFIRE and Dojo, have to fight.
They're trying to retain high ground, go for a shield that keeps Timmy alive. That's what I'm used to seeing of Timmy, but Ascend, this is everything for them with the fences, with the Jennies, but they are making the push onto DREAMFIRE for the win as the Dojo is just eliminated. Lufka getting all the damage and Postkill just throwing himself right into it, and Ascend, they are your winners of match number 1.
Fantastic win for Ascend, and it is the day that they needed it. Had a few questions about them as sitting at 9th coming out of yesterday. They had a lot to prove. The last plan. Expected 100 Thieves. Instead, the ones that were previously sandwiched between LG and DZ have gotten to survive for a little while longer, and it is only a little while. Postkill gonna hit the floor. We'll see how long he's able to survive as DARKZERO are on the hunt.
That was a double res from KSHERO with the drone. We were talking about it. KSHERO does lose his life here. 100 Thieves going down. DARKZERO in the center of the zone, wreaking havoc on everyone. Zainu throwing out the black hole. It's going to connect it just like that. Niazul from LG Chivas will go down.
What a great punish off of the Horizon ult as well. It's enough for DARKZERO to get a foothold into this fight, while North Option suffer losses off to the north. DARKZERO lost just their fuse for right now, but with Zainu going down, it's all in the hands of Jen Burton, and Jen Burton doesn't find the first shield swap.
And North Option able to clean out the left side as Complexity fall. We're at the final 4 squads. You have LG Chivas, DARKZERO, Ascend falling now, but there's only 1 member. It's been like a rat race, and look where Lufka has been able to position himself on the Valk. We're playing hide and seek here.
Classic Valkyrie gameplay. We'll see how long Lufka's able to keep hidden, as LG haven't noticed him just yet, but a little bit of noise, a nice turnaround. All it takes is 1 drop for the best players to know you're there, and Jen Burton's in a similar spot. He's been sniffed out. Out comes the ultimate, giving him no place to run. Jen Burton is gone.
Well, now we have a quick shield swap, but North Option knows the tides have turned. The numbers are in their advantage.
My Lord.
And Laika finds that first opening. Not they just need to get their hands on the last member of LG, and they should be your map 2 winners. And just like that, North Option reigning from the APAC North LCQ, showing out on match number 2.
Great way to finish. Little bit more, but in the ring, what awaits them in the ring? Alliance, Pulverx still alive, XSET the last member, and Start a Fight still have to make their way in.
But everything to the left of this is fully open. You're just trying to play on the road, any kind of head peek you can, and Ascend has been in their positioning from at least 10 minutes ago in this match, and being able to fence it up. This is starting to look like the first match where they won. You can see the Dojo rotating around. Hackis is still up for Alliance, as well as Yuki and Effect trying their best. Grab flip to the sky. Black hole in between, threading the needle of the 2 Dark Veils. Does get poked and prodded, but everything is connecting. You see the damage going out. It is a fight in the air.
Everybody trying to get airborne, but the gravity lift finally expires. Effect goes down. Yuki's going to follow. An Alliance on the ropes, have Dojo pushing up on them. This is going to be the end of Alliance. Dojo could take them out.
Start a fight fall, and Hack is last alive. You can see that it's going to be Effect stepping back in his chair. He knows he's fooled and must rely on Hackis to make something happen. But it is Ascend, it is Dojo, and Hackis last standing for the final three. And Timmy up in the rocks, but Ascend is so healthy. They already have a knock-on enemy, a knock-on design, and now we push to cover the distance.
Yeah, it's just a matter of finishing the job. We've seen them do it before, and a little bit of sandwiching coming in. The last member of Alliance helping push the Dojo out, getting a bit of revenge for what happened earlier. Ascend are set to mark their second victory on World's Edge, and it just falls into their laps. What a call from Kashera to put Ascend in that position to get them their second win in 3 matches.
That is so impressive. What a turnaround from Ascend.
Post-kill design fill up in the sky as he tries to land an Arc Star, hopefully looking for that initiate to opens an opportunity for Dojo to push.
On the other side too, taking it off angle, design gets melted down. Enemy gets the knock on Nocturnal, but they can't overextend here. Even with that knock, it's XSET that are going to try to reset here. Which of these teams are going to capitalize? Timmy is dealing with Ascend himself, adding in pressure to the right, while the rest of his teammates are dealing with XSET, giving him suppressed fire if he's in their line of sight. Beautiful communication that we're currently seeing right now from Dojo, and they still have height advantage for right now.
Timmy spots out Ascend, deciding to make their push, and he knows that he has to alert the rest of the squad to come and help them. Now Ascend are the ones that have the high ground. Timmy deciding to back off, play this a little bit safer within limited amount of time, but post-kill comes through and decimates with the R99.
There's a Jenny coming in clutch too with a creeping barrage, helping out Ascend stay in this position by the rock, tries to set up the Watson fence, gets deleted just as quickly. Here comes that catalyst wall that they're waiting for. Just that patience paying off for Dojo. See enemy just trying to restabilize. Not sure if he's got the meds. Okay, he pops the med kit real quick right alongside Timmy. They're dropping some ammo for design pull. Looks like they were lacking of some ammunition earlier on, and here comes the catwall from XSET. Trying to match out, and he's about to get the mother load. That's going to be huge for this final circle right now, especially having a fuse.
Massive call out, Vicky. Dojo also now out in the open. XSET able to kind of play this a little bit safer, waiting for the opportunity to use that additional damage for the win.
Oh, they're isolating Dojo. They're isolating Dojo. They know that Ascent's on the high ground here. Design takes an evac tower right in front of them. Where are they going to land? They're going to be playing by the tree. They lose on an enemy. They got pinched. They got ripped by both teams here. Here comes the EMP ringing through. The Motherlode controlling some space. Ascend get eliminated in third. Dojo in this 2v1. You played through a knockdown, and they come through. Dojo take the dub that they've been working so hard for. Dojo got the mojo, and they're here to show it. I love it. I love these. The dream is still alive for Effect. They dropped down. The reset happened. The fact that XSET still survived that with DARKZERO trying to go in for a third party. The circle is completely pulling away from this armory where the team that was holding the Dragon Ball buildings have now made their rotation into Godspot. Dumyoung-kung holding the north side. Complexity still by the edge, and the circle is now to the backs of Alliance, DARKZERO, and XSET.
The chaos in this building has completely shifted all these players' focus, and Hack is trying to no way! Almost able to clutch that up for Alliance, but they go down. XSET go down. Everyone fighting in that building, trying to escape to safe area, and you know who did it early? LG. They flew over everyone and avoided that fight to get into this final zone. Smart choice. They cleared out Riddle Order while all that chaos was going on. Now they find themselves in a much better position to try to battle it out with Complexity and Dumyoung-kung, like you said.
Even the Trident wanted to get into final circle right there. You saw it dancing in the air on top of the gravity lift real quick. Dumyoung-kung, we talked about them before, and now on that north side. Love how you highlighted LG, saying hasta la vista all the way down below, said we want no business on that mess. We're able to go into the south side of that circle, and now LG get eliminated at the hands of Dumyoung-kung to be able to finish off what was left of them, with also some help from Complexity now moving in. 2 squads left, Dumyoung-kung versus Complexity here, and they are beaming from the rock. The team that took Godspot, that patiently waited in our circle buildings, are your winners for game number 5.
Now we need to remind everyone back to safety because SAF now claiming a bit of real estate in that next circle as well. Yanya has escaped and can at least try to get some points for LG in the process, but DZ need to leave the building. They need to push towards safety, and that will be right into Pulverex that they will have to move through.
Yanya looks like he's got too much practice off of last season. Let me tell you, that was a beautiful escape right there. The disengage from DREAMFIRE, who if they knew that that was a rat, if that was a solo, that could have been absolutely fantastic. But now with Yanya surviving, our last few squads, 5 squads left, he has to inch forward and DARKZERO's in front of him. So he will be creeping up right behind them.
This needs to be perfectly timed for DZ. We've got the full kit coming through. Kraber is ready to go in the hands of Zero. He's looking to try and sneak one of those shots through, get that opening for the team to make this push in and get themselves in a better spot. You do see some damage coming out here. This might be the opportunity for DZ.
X marks the spot, and I don't think it's the one piece here as Zero tries to go around. He tries to get another hipfire shot with the Kraber. Backing away while Zainu gets the knock on the R9. Pulverex get eliminated. It is 4 squads left. DARKZERO from the skies, navigating through the catwall right now, but their backs are to the circle, and Yanya steals a knock, takes out Jen Burden for now, and the shield swap on top of it. How is he getting away with this? DREAMFIRE have the Godspot on height.
And this is why you want to clear the rats out when you know where they are. He does finally go down, but now DC shortly follow. It is all DREAMFIRE at this moment. They clean it up, and the crowd is very happy with DREAMFIRE closing out match number 6.
They've got the Watson fences down. They have made their fortress, and they say, catch us if you can, get up here. We will hold this for as long as possible, and the circle is pulling towards them.
One thing that's very good, Jaylings, they're so good at closing out these end games. They know they have the priority position, and they are very, very adept in making sure they aren't the team to make that first mistake. They can also try and force Blackhand and OPTIC into each other because they're going to be close together by the circle. It's about just doing damage and forcing them to fight.
Well, the corner that Noises was just on, just outside of this building, that's where the circle's going to be finishing. So Jaylings, they can wait, they can force that damage between OPTIC and Blackhand, and it should be as simple as arriving to the fight last. As now you see OPTIC and Blackhand taking the fight against one another.
Blackhand taking damage. Strafing Flame's going to be there. JMW getting involved still, picking up a few kills with a triple take. Jaylings in a premium position to surely close this game out. They pick up yet more kills as they take to the high ground. The flank comes in from Nags. He's just going to be shooting fish in a barrel. OPTIC esports eliminated, and now it's just about closing out.
Blackhand have done well, though, to stay as a full 3. If they can reset, this is still winnable.
There's the EMP coming in, though. The EMP is a problem for Blackhand. They're down to just 2, and look at the shields. Look at the health here for Jaylings. It's the perfect game if they can convert. It should be a simple job. Send it, Nags. Get the damage done, and call yourself the champions.
Was it ever in doubt for Jaylings with a position like that? Maybe a small amount of worry when they saw that 3 members of Blackhand were still alive, but the damage that they'd already been taken, Jaylings quickly. When you look at where the circle's finishing, Kick are closest to it at the moment, and I like the position. They've got the wall to work with. They can kind of use it as a head glitch as well if they get pushed. A longbow just to try and take out any players that are going to be arriving from a distance. Kick in a fantastic position at the moment, but 100 Thieves still have that height.
Fusel not having too much of an impact, you can see. Now E6 are going to be forced by the zone. They're going to be flushed out. But if K-Swinny can hit one shot with the Kraber in his hands after popping this battery, maybe he can find somewhere to play, or maybe it's going to be a respawn beacon and a little bit of concrete that keeps E6 alive here.
E6 just desperate to draw attention elsewhere, as we see in the kill feed. Suddenly that attention has been dragged away from them. Vaxelon gets the opener, 100 Thieves showing what they can do from that high ground. And now here comes all the ultimates. Black Hole goes down to try and catch out E6, but they are able to destroy it.
Still a 2 here, E6. Haku's going down might force them out from the high ground, but they return to their little hidey hole once more.
Hardcore.
K-Swinny now popping a few cells to see if he can be full shields. Blackhand's still fully alive, by the way. Piercing spikes are going to chip away at the armor, but that one's not going to quite connect. You can see the Blackhand are more than aware of the position coming in.
Jinx just trying to stay alive as well, as eventually 100 Thieves are going to have to leave this building. But Blackhand are right underneath them. They're very conscious of where they might be, and the Watson fences could prove to be annoying to them.
Here's the bubble. The bubble goes down. That's going to protect them from the bombardment. And also, Scurry on the MK. He's got the PK, and he might be saying goodnight to some of these players in front of him.
1, 2, 3 shots connect, and now here comes the bombardment. Will go down as 100 Thieves. They have taken a lot of damage here. E6 get eliminated. Kick and Blackhand are the 2 favourites here.
Oh, look at the damage coming in from the defensive bombardment. It's huge. It's almost game-changing here. 100 Thieves saying that Jimmy still lives here. Kick eliminated. Scurry and Vaxelon to close things out to 1v1. Vaxelon won't win it. Blackhand come out on top. Frag grenade's going to be rolled forward. Dark Veil goes down. Still commanding this side of the zone is Area 310. They have the Caustic, and we all know that Caustic in end zone can be so devastating.
Area 310 were in 34th position coming into this one on 32 points, so they need a big old game here to give themselves any chance of getting into that winner's bracket, but this is their best chance, if ever. But Riddle Order playing the height very well here and also avoiding SAF at the moment. It really depends where SAF go here. If SAF jump on Area 310, then maybe there's a chance for Riddle Order.
I don't think they have a chance here. Unfortunately, SAF, they just get sandwiched into a corner. They're going to be cleaned up pretty much without taking damage here, Area 310, but they have given up the height, and now you're seeing they lose one player. Starfight still have one player alive as well, and Lemon with the Kraber needs to hit the shot, but he whiffs.
What an opportunity that was to kind of maybe set things straight and keep things alive for Area 310. Still a chance with the no-scope, misses that one. Lemon surely going to get pressed, and surely will go down here as Riddle Order now dominate this final circle.
Smiak now, who at least gets them into a top 2 position. Riddle Order now should be able to clean this game up. They are dressed in red, and they also can call themselves champions. Commanding that high ground in the endgame. And we're going to see a few moves on the main stage.
The Riddle win comes through, and we had a team who was in 39th in Riddle Order and 34th in 310 going up against each other in that final.
I'm like pissing on these guys.
Yeah, you have to like always shoot them.
I am. You just need to stare my right. If I get peeked from right, I die.
Yeah.
Left vessel walk in first. We just shit on them. We need to focus the catalyst, okay? Don't let them get a cat wall down.
Yeah.
That's their win condition. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna dome this guy. I'm gonna double headshot him.
Okay.
Watch me miss every bullet.
They're fucking under.
Wait, what?
Already.
When they drop?
They're dropping.
Oops.
I think.
I'm walling now. I'm walling now.
Okay.
Well, fence the wall. Fence the wall. Fence the wall.
Yeah.
We can't let them wrap our left, yeah.
Yeah.
They're pushing right. They're pushing right. They're underneath the tower right now.
I'm holding.
Yeah.
They get all.
I'm kind of shooting on them. Just fire. Don't let us get wrapped on the right. Fence it.
Taking.
I'm checking this side wall. Hey, play on me.
I'm getting fences real quick.
They're on the field.
They're on the right.
West
Play towards the left. Play towards the left. Just play towards the left. Play on my side, player. Play on my side.
Okay.
Big left.
Play left.
Play left. I net left.
Play left. We're good. Play on me. Play soul. Play on me. Play soul. Play on me. Play soul. We're chilling. I think.
One everything.
I think we just chill. Play left again.
Okay.
Left again.
I'm getting hit by Q.
Tim.
It's chill.
No,
I can't.
Just chill.
I'm eating Q.
I'm eating zone.
They're not out yet. Straight Flame is still alive for now as Moist Esports takes the high ground. The Catwalls looking like tic-tac-toe. 2 squads left. Honor Team's eliminated and the last member of Black Hand get taken out with Moist Esports taking game number 4, our first game on World's Edge. And they needed it, Gino.
Unless someone starts pushing into them, but too many teams are busy fighting on the outside. That's OPTIC and 100 Thieves here. Oh, can't quite make it out alive. Jailings will be probably dealing with IBG. There you go, they go down. OPTIC, can they get the reset here? I think everyone else is just too worried about everything else going around, and OPTIC probably will make this.
With OPTIC, or rather Moist, not oh, okay, I spoke too soon. I was gonna say Moist haven't left their building. They poked out just for that, and they were able to get Raggy.
Yeah, a little bit of help from, I think it was Riddle Order maybe as well. I thought they'd be too preoccupied taking on Starter Fight here, as Jailings are actually rotating right underneath them.
Riddle Order once again have the high ground, but look who is neighboring that right behind this. Rocking trying to break
they don't see that at all! They just drop down straight into the Shark's jaws!
Jailings! JFW gets taken out, but now this is the green light for Starter Fight, and Moist Esports have an opportunity!
This is a terrible blunder, and it means Moist, they are going to take advantage of that immediately. The gravity lift up on top, Riddle Order. I don't think they can do anything about this.
Oh my god!
He hits the 360!
What a beast! 360 Graver shot into the top true combo! Moist take back-to-back wins on World's Edge!
Spin it up, boys! But obviously couldn't with the attention there from XSET. They clean up the western side of the zone. Then you've got Jailings running away from 100 Thieves at the north. LG, they have that too hard a rotation, I think, from the east, actually. But in the center of it all, looking down at everybody else, we have Black Hand.
Black Hand looking to take another dub under their belt at this tournament. 100 Thieves played this out as a duo. Ooh, nice. Tossed the nade out. Was able to get a crack at the same time. Can they capitalize? Black Hand in Godspot right now as the catwall has been called up.
Finally, they've actually moved a little bit out of some of those fences just to try and worry about the teams pushing in towards their north. It's LG, but I'm not sure they know they're there. The catwalls are up right now. As they go down, Black Hand will see this, but all the other teams are way too focused on each other. They're just going to peek over the lip here and destroy everybody.
LG wasn't playing for the dub there, and now Black Hand are going to be able to capitalize. While XSET trying to get around Black Hand, but it's a full man swap from Black Hand. While XSET are playing this out as a duo.
Okay, gravity lift goes up again. That will circumvent the black hole. At this point, there are still 3 squads alive, but there's only 2 members for LG and XSET. Black Hand with a full reset. Once again, they'll peek down and have full vision of these other teams.
Black Hand looking to take another top gear. XSET already cracked. Gravity lift isn't going to be enough for them. Easy flash drops all the way down, and then the last member gets taken out from XSET as Black Hand are your winners for our final game in the series.
Much space on that eastern side of the zone, and everyone's like, throw out the ultimates, it's time to throw down.
And look at where TSM have positioned themselves, right outside of these supply crates. They've got one catalyst wall in between them and everyone else, but so many more are trapping the rest of these teams inside just a corner of Cascade, the last building available on the high ground. Disguised have suffered losses. Xenox is down and down for good, while TSM on the low ground play for the kills.
TSM finally forced into FaZe, able to grab a knock on to Snipe, and they are looking around the clearing up, and instead it's DARKZERO who falls, and FaZe behind them. The TSM fans, I can hear them screaming, and they keep
Realize.
going forward. Big E throwing it all down. Let's go. Playing the knockdown shield of Rex, able to do a little bit of damage that I would never expect. Big E, he is him.
Somebody check him PC. Verhulst is going wild on the international stage. Just 50 HP and a dream. He's got a couple shield swaps available, but on controller, it's so risky. Jumps out in front, gets taken down. He's done an incredible amount of damage, but it wasn't enough. Pulverex, smell the blood in the water, or rather on the edge of zone, come down and finish off Realize, earning the privilege of being one of the last 3 teams in the first game on StorePoint.
They were able to maintain the high ground as if that push didn't even matter, but now they're starting to pull towards Sentinels. Zenile, maybe 150 HP, trying to heal up is going to be Shunmi, and we are hitting the rotate towards Sentinels. Dark Veil hiding their cover, and they have all of the space able to reset.
Lord.
The EMP is going to hit.
This is going to be brutal for Sentinels. RKN and Co are slowed, are taken down. Now there is a trade. Pulverex operate as a duo, but we know Pulverex, and Pulverex can absolutely slay out as a duo. They return to the winner's slot in our first game of their final series in group stage. This is exactly the way that they needed to start. Can end the challenge complexity. OPTIC certainly can't peek it. They've got plenty of threats in front of them, and it's a certain death sentence to try and send it onto complexity. OPTIC are just gonna have to coexist like this, and it may come down to the final circle to take these teams actually enough time to fight each other. DARKZERO, however, they can harass Realize, who are our northernmost team with just a bit of rock cover and arguably the best endgame position that comes with the curse of also being the focus of every team in the lobby.
Yeah, but so can complexity as well. They're just playing just on the left side of OPTIC, right out of their line of sight. And when you've just stuck between a rock and a hard place, Realize is Obli is going to be able to shoot straight into complexity. No amount of bang smoke is going to be able to protect them.
Does look like it's bought them a brief respite, however. Complexity trying to get a little bit more space, but this wall from OPTIC solved the problem we were talking about earlier about T being taken down. There are some shots being laid in on them from afar, however, and Nox has gone down. Realize they're picking a fight, and now that we have just 3 squads left, when Realize go forward, they're letting DARKZERO do the same thing, and they have to know that.
They are essentially looking for as many eliminations as possible. And DARKZERO, you know what they're looking for? A win here.
At this point, Realize know that they're playing for second, but now they've overextended. They didn't get the full squad wipe, and they're in the line of fire of DARKZERO. It is a big misstep, a lack of execution, and DARKZERO here to punish it. Quickly, the push comes in, and drop goes down. OPTIC are fallen first, but immediately after that, Realize hit the floor, and DARKZERO win yet another game.
Absolutely textbook. Knowing that FaZe was weak in the bamboo forest, they pushed through, clean house, and bide their time until the right moment to hit the Dark Veil rotation onto the third party. Absolutely impressive.
How do you even unseat this squad who now has no lines of sight onto them and who knows that there is one team on this bridge, Alliance, who they can bully?
They need to get DZ off the high ground because Jen Burton is holding angles impeccably, putting so much pressure on them, even though they have a Trident for cover, even though they have that supply bin. Hack is on the Bangalore is only going to have at most 2 smokes to utilize, so they'll be able to keep trying to time them, but I think they're going to start moving. But F-Chan and Co, they are the first that have to move towards the building.
Now I will say Pulverex actually have a really nice spot because of the small amount of cover that's going to be afforded to them at the boxes that Alliance are running towards. This is the fight that'll mean a game, but Alliance lose Hackies before it even starts. Yuki's not able to play, has to run right into disguise, and Alliance are falling apart!
Yeah, but this is all about Dupe right now. Dupe, who was recently trying to get into this more, was coaching for a little bit, puts together this team, gets signed by Disguise, and has made it towards champs. We are looking for a winner's bracket run for them.
Oh my God.
All of the Dark Veils being expended, everyone dropping them. Alliances will fall first, and Pulverex still utilizing the cross-section of theirs and are maintaining the boxes and undercover.
We are trying out hieroglyphs with these Dark Veils, but DARKZERO takes no prisoners. Alliance go down. Top 3 is theirs. Disguise walk up on DARKZERO, take them out, and it's just Pulverex in the way. Pulverex, who could find another win on Stormpoint. Shunmi goes down, but Disguise go out first, and Pulverex take their second win.
They needed that second win coming into this series in 29th place. We were talking about would that first win with 6 eliminations be enough, but they carried that momentum forward. Look at Pulverex, so pleased with that performance, and I am pleased as well.
What an
Now left on his own. Hugging the care package and hoping it's going to be enough to give him the care to get towards his endgame. Slides away for a second. Can he survive? The answer is no. Dojo eliminated. We're down to 4, and FaZe have somehow taken the high ground.
Yeah, this is great for FaZe because they can now get another team. Go Next eliminated. 3 squads remaining, and FaZe still have this height. It's OPTIC Gaming, FaZe, and Sentinels left here. OPTIC in prime position.
Sentinels down on that low ground, a shift of positions. We saw Sentinels up on height just a few moments ago, but they tried to clear out that side of the zone, and by doing so, gave this height up to FaZe. The ultimate's going to come in from Bangalore, though, designed to try and force FaZe off of that high ground. FaZe just eat it up. They don't want to give up this high ground, as OPTIC just wait on that low ground for any kind of fight to break out.
FaZe should be able to do OPTIC a favour, and Sentinels maybe actually looking to push the agenda. Perhaps they've sensed that it's just a 2 above them, and they'd rather just wipe them out now and give themselves a fair 3v3, and they will push in, snipe down Falls, but so does RKN, and now this should open things up for OPTIC, but they've got to climb, they've got to go up, but they've got a Horizon!
Horizon with the Q, and now they just send it in. It should be a simple finish to this game as FaZe are eliminated. Sentinels versus OPTIC. Big spray coming in from Skittlecakes, but he will go down as well. The finishing pieces should be picked up though by Nox and OPTIC Gaming. Win your first game here on World's Edge, and just at the right time with the elimination bracket and the winners bracket to be decided.
And OPTIC Gaming again just further solidifying themselves in that winners bracket with a victory and showing that they are real, genuine competitors at the ALGS Championships, because that is multiple victories we've now seen them have across the first 2 days. Get the green.
今行こう。あ、このターンね、アンチ絶対。左下これ登ってる。バンガホライゾン100。やったこれ壁越える俺。いやー、アンチ来るよ。やってるめっちゃやってる。右上もいる。左上見て。ラストさ。左上にマジルト来た。
あと角入れたい。
いや左上スロー入れてる。左上押さえてる。左上めっちゃ何もできないよ。タップいけるか。左上押さえてる。左上押さえてる。落ちて
サーブした安全な場所ここ。俺も
いや右上上がんねこれ一回。上がってると思う。待って巻き割って2秒。
たまない俺。
僕ないよ俺も僕ない。
Well, the comms through the winner, the fight. Fnatic still alive here, Dan, and picking up KP alongside it.
Yeah, really bad news. Go Next, go down, and now we see FaZe also fall. They're the next team to get knocked out of this lobby. Fnatic down to 2, but might be able to get the revive. It's Oxygen Esports, Disguised, and Fnatic. Now, Oxygen, yes, they've got a lot to do. As for Disguised,
Disguised are walking up on this.
Disguised want to do this. They want to get involved.
They're walking up on this, but that may have been a mistake, Lou, because you're going against Yuka, and he doesn't miss very often.
Great damage coming out of the Eva 8, and now just trying to use the natural cover that's available, but now we see Disguised! They re-engage, but Fnatic, they're holding strong.
Uberchan gets the armor swap though. Can he win this fight? Can he look for the KP on the down players? That's the question. Fnatic will be eliminated. Disguised survive, but it just opens the door for Oxygen Esports to finally announce themselves here in Birmingham.
Oxygen Esports keep their winners bracket dreams alive as they start to get a little bit closer to those top 20 positions. And how important could it be that they beat Disguised to it? Disguised were about 7 points off of the top 20. Things are getting really close around that.
out there. They relied on those 3v3 fighting skills to get them into the position they found themselves in just about a month or so ago now. The split 2 playoffs. Well, the question is, can they take down the experience? It's almost the youth versus the experience in esports against each other now. FaZe holding strong.
It's crazy earlier you said one of these teams' days is going to be ruined, and I didn't think it would be 100 Thieves and Jay Lings, but alas, they will be in the elimination bracket. Now here is that Rolling Thunder we were talking of. This is where they try and now push up and try and gain a little bit of ground. DREAMFIRE goes down just to cut that map in half, but now the black hole is going to be available, but does not get used.
Interesting. FaZe are holding themselves into a pretty strong position at the moment. The black hole should come in, but FaZe have stepped back. They've almost baited it in, they've destroyed it, and now the question is, do FaZe have it available? Yes, they do, but Phonyhead's got to get into a position to use this, or maybe he's going to step through the dark veil, to do more damage himself, but he will go down. Freg's now left on his own, and Fregs needs to win this for FaZe. He gets one, but the question is, can he clutch? Playing down by the knockdown shields, stepping forward, popping themselves, but can he pop some bodies? No! Oxygen Esports, they leave it late here in Birmingham, but boy, what a performance that was, those final 2 games.
Oxygen send themselves to the winners bracket. The victory is massive for them, and they show why they need to be considered genuine contenders in this tournament. It was a